The punter, Jack Fox, to get this one started. And we're off from Tampa. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Hurts now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Running behind center with Swift. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Well, quick hitter to the big guy, and that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just picking up a little bit before they stall him out.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Diving right side. Got it. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Well, this offense is trying to keep the defense off balance down here in the red zone, mixing in receiver runs with everything else they love to do. And the best part is, it's working. He gets them several yards on that play.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he works his way for a gain of 4. Offense in the hurry up here. Gibbs. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Lions parlay the interception into points. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Mevis ready to send this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
2nd down. Hurts throwing again. He's got a man left. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. Third and just 2 to go.
Great, set. Silver, set.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Hauled in left side. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Trying to push this past the marker. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And the reward is they get off the field.
Let's go. 60 Eagles. Hawk 70. Rego.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Not able to get away from the big Vita Vea. 2nd and 8. That's knocked away by a defender. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they come away with some points on that series.
The wind was at his sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw, Hurts. Brushes him off with ease. And he gets him around 6 there. Jaden Hicks there on the tackle.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. and create space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Great, set. Delta.
From the 36. This is reeled in by Joshua Palmer. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Delta, set. Delta.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. On the move, headed right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out just a second shy of reaching the red zone. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Delta, set. Delta.
Hurts throwing again. Finds his man. It's Javon Baker. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 17. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You get into the red zone, and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Got a man. Palmer has it. And they're able to touch him down, so that's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Hurts. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's touched as they pick up that 1st down on 4th.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure of the drive's right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Delta, set. Delta.
Throwing out to the left, Cup. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6.
Great, set.
They give it to him up the middle. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. It's a 2-score game early. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Ready to go with our 2nd quarter. Buccaneers with the ball and a chance to score. Hurts now on 3rd and goal. Fires right away, but incomplete.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone.
Great, set.
Oh, they'll try and run it in. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
I love aggressive defenses, and a blitz on 4th down's a gutsy call. But it can work against the pass, or in that case, against the run. Good luck running for the sticks when you've got a whole defense crashing the line of scrimmage off the snap.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. He'll throw it from his own end zone. one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Here we go.
Coming right is Gibbs. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Looks like a pickup of 2, and now they've got 3rd and 10.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. Throwing from near his own goal line. He's on the move. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
From their own end zone, and he gets it away. Ball taken in at the 36. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That one scored as a massive 67-yard effort. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense.
No touch that. No touch.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No touch that.
The give here on second. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Jaden Hicks there on the tackle. He gets a couple, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
No touch.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. That's caught for the first. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
No touch.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
No touch.
Hurts now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Yellow touch.
Hurts. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the pressure drives them backwards.
There's no question this group wanted to be aggressive in the red zone. Back-to-back passing plays, but an incompletion and now a sack means they've done nothing but go backwards. Time to find a little better protection and much, much better results.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal.
Yellow touch. Yellow touch.
Throwing now from the gun. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers start to fight back with their first points of this game. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers cut it to a field goal game. Raleigh set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Starting from the 5. And look at this return. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. Gibbs now from the gun. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
He throws him. He's got it inside the 25. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions make it a 9-point advantage. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Mevis ready to send this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Great. They'll touch.
Hurts looking to throw. Brought in right side. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Terrion Arnold in on the stop.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Don't touch that.
Here's Hurts. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll run here on first down. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. The Buccaneers facing a deficit near the break. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He completes it in traffic. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Great. Set. Don't touch.
He's got a man left. And they get this down to the 28. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
A play fake now Hurts to throw. That one's complete right side. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
He's going to snag a couple of yards charging up the gut. Terrion Arnold in on the stop. Hurts with it on 3rd and short. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
Great. Set. Don't touch.
From the red zone now. Has it in close. And he's touched down about 5 yards shy of that first down marker. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Great. Set.
Tight end going in motion here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make it impact later.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers make it a 1-score game before halftime. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Return starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. He's got to gain a 6 there. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll stick with the ground game here. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Tackle made by Kalijah Cansey. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3.
With the score, Lions 17, Buccaneers 14.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. This return starts at the 5. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And this defense continuing to erase the ground game. This one stopped at the line. To the air, 3rd and long. Caught, nice gain left side. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Working quickly here. 2nd and 6 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense up to the line fast. Here he is on 3rd and long. It's tipped away and he's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
The trajectory of that ball changes while it's in flight. I'll tell you this, Kate, on shorter throws, these receivers are so good to adjust, can still bring it in. But over a long distance, a tip like that alters the course of the ball, and it sure makes it tough to adjust in time.
Looking to throw. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Great, set. Delta.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Hits his running back. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Fits it through the middle. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First down from the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Oh, 1st and goal, you take a sack. I got nothing good to say about that. So let me flip it over on the other side where you got everything good to say. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to get them behind the sticks. You want to knock them backwards. And now you put a whole lot more pressure on that offense to respond. You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Great, set.
Back to throw, Hurts. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did. In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Offense in the hurry up here. Off the play fake, he'll throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Third down run by Gibbs. And he's brought down for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Back to throw it. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Motioning the tight end now. To throw it on 1st down. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
Call it a gain of 4, and now it's 3rd down, and that unlucky 13.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
And for the Buccaneers, it's a nickel look. Third down coming. They go play action here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down. The Lions readying for the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. That's going to be a highlight there, a 68-yard punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
No touch. No touch.
Throwing here, Hurts. Completed to his running back. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, when one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Got his target, it's Baker. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Less than a yard needed here on 4th.
Great. Set. Yeti. No touch.
He's back to throw. Got a man, Palmer has it. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
So close to getting off the field. The 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
Throw left side, complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. 16 yards on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Great. Set. No touch.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Able to hit Palmer. Complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st down throwing for Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Hurts throwing again. This ball's caught by Palmer. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's a tie ball game through 3. We'll see which side separates here in the 4th. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Great. Set.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. Buys time, rolling right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Hurts. Forced out to his right. Oh, he's in trouble here. He'll go down. The Lions got him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
Oh, you hate that. They've eaten up some good yardage on this drive, Kate, and you get down in the red zone, and this is where you really got to stay on schedule. Well, let's give some credit to this defense. They know the job they got to do. Got to knock you back and make this now red zone.
And they will score. It's a Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 4th quarter lead. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw. He gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Fielded at the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
They bring the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Wanted to hit his tight end there, but a defender anticipated it, got a hand on it, and it is picked up.
Yeah, I think this defenses today have figured it out. There's a lot of good tight ends, and they can be mismatch makers, so you better have an awareness and coverage of where those tight ends are. This defense did. And boy, what a big play to take that ball away.
He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That play good for 17 on a 1st down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On 1st down, Hurts. Throwing the out route complete.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
From the 22 on 2nd down. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
That one's out and cut on the right side. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree you made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers double their lead to 14. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's got a lane up past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35.
At their own 33-yard line.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Here's Gibbs on the carry. And he drives this forward until they bring him down at the 38-yard line. Working quickly here. Another one for Gibbs. And he'll get it up to the 44. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Offense up to the line fast. Again, it's Gibbs. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. Call it no gain on the play, and that brings up 3rd and 9.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Hits his running back. Pickup of a few as he heads out of bounds.
Awareness. Kate, you hear me and so many others talk about it a lot with quarterbacks, but it's critical for every unit on a football field. And for the defense right there, to have an awareness of knowing where the marker was and to make sure that completion wasn't going to move the chains.
Putting a receiver in motion. Desperation time here on 4th. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. He's got it! Oh, what body control to stay in and get the 2 feet down. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throwing from the gun here. To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage of this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, you can get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Putting the tight end in motion. 3rd and long for him here. Drops. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Ivan Pace has got it. And the Buccaneers take over as he records his 10th career INT. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Great, set. Tiger Swamp, Tiger Swamp.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Gets out of trouble. Escapes the pocket. He'll try and run this. Oh, he lost the football. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Well, that is not how you make the most of an opportunity when your defense gives you the football back. But the good news is, Brock, at least they get another shot.
Yeah, when you're running on the field, you feel the joy of that defense, right? They just got you a possession. They're giving you an opportunity. And thankfully, they saved the day by at least jumping on the ball.
8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Chased out to his right. Throwing deep down the near side. That's grabbed inside the 30. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. So the big play has them well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That one's complete, right side. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. 2nd and 3 now.
Set.
Hurts now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact.
And they will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers make it a 3-score game in the 4th. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. This return starts at the 5. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Buccaneers take over on his 5th interception of the season. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Short pass brought in. And he goes out a little short of the 40. That's good for 7 yards. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And they will score. It's a Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers put up even more points in a win. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
McLaughlin, attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers continue piling on to this lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Returning it from the 4. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. A give to Gibbs. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ballgame.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he's taken down after a short rush at about the 36. Sound the cannons, baby!